Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode I'll be recapping Not Going Out Series 14, Episode 6, which is the Series 14 finale, titled Hotel Room, which was originally broadcast on the 13th of June 2025, and I'm recording this episode just under a month later on the 8th of July 2025. But before I get on with my recap, here for the final time is the Not Going Out Series 14 trailer.
All our kids have gone off to uni, so it's time for the next chapter.
I was just paying tribute to the greatest band of all time.
Which, to be fair, is what Oasis do.
We need someone with no acting experience at all. Hello. You're quite odd, aren't you? Should see what's under my floorbox. You messed up getting a ticket.
I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. I don't mind being shot from behind.
Don't tempt me. The new series of Not Going Out starts Friday the 13th of June on BBC One and iPlayer.
That was the Not Going Out Series 14 trailer, and I showed you that. Here is my recap, of Not Going Out Series 14, Episode 6, the Series 14 finale, titled Hotel Room. We start off with the Not Going Out title sequence. Lee is on the phone. Lee mentions gladiators. Lee asks his phone to ring Lucy. Lee names multiple loyalty schemes. Lucy calls this boring. Lucy mentions around the world in 80 days. Lee attempts to convince Lucy to join him. Lucy convinces Lee to open the door. Lucy sees through Lee's lies whilst insulting him. Lee mentions trust. Janet recognises Lee's booking. Janet mentions this hotel's minibar. Janet corrects Lee. Lee informs Janet what tip he will be giving her. Lee makes a joke to himself. Lee enters the room next door. Lee realises that this room isn't empty. Lee attempts to hide from this room's guest. Ava answers the phone. Lee can hear this conversation. Lee is locked out of his room. Lee hides in a cupboard. Ava informs Janet that her room has no peanuts in it. Lee remains locked in Ava's room. Ava returns to her room. Lee considers jumping down from Ava's windowsill. Lee is now on the window for his room. Lee agrees to Janet's help. Lee attempts to defend this to Janet. Janet finds some peanuts in Lee's pocket. Lee attempts to defend this to Janet. Lee hears the phone ring. Lee attempts to find his phone. Ava answers Lee's phone. Lucy threatens Ava. Ava discovers that her phone is in Lee's room. Lee throws Ava's phone. Ava asks Lee about her phone. Lee mentions Janet. Lee takes off his wedding ring. Lee continually lies to Ava. Janet searches through Lee's room. Lee mentions TripAdvisor. Janet compares herself to an elephant. Lee reclimbs his windowsill to Ava's room. Lee hides again. Ava and Harvey discuss Lee. Harvey insults Lee's legs. Ava insults Lee while he can hear her. Ava mentions cocktails. Lucy searches for Lee. Janet informs Lucy of Lee informing Ava that he isn't married. Lucy finds Lee's wedding ring. Lucy misunderstands what is happening in Ava's room. Lee hears Ava and Harvey sleeping together. Harvey starts panicking. Harvey informs Ava that he is married. Harvey comes clean to Ava about how often he stays in this hotel. Harvey mentions the price of the peanuts. Ava insults Lee's hiding place. Harvey repeats something Lee said earlier. Harvey corrects Ava. Ava answers the door to Lucy. Lucy raises her voice at Ava. Ava helps Lucy look for Lee. Ava and Lucy find Lee. Lee comes clean to Lucy and Ava. Lee compliments Ava and Lucy's ages. Janet hears Lee's confession. Lee believes he needs an apology. Everyone else disagrees with this, and Lee eats another packet of peanuts. And that is my recap of Not Going Out Series 14 Episode 6, which is the Series 14 finale, titled Hotel Room. And because of that, that is all my recaps of Not Going Out Series 14. But don't panic, because Not Going Out will return for Series 15 in 2026. Yes. there you go. So let me know what you thought of Not Going Out, Series 14, Episode 6, the Series 14 finale. If Hotel Room, if you watched it, my recap, if you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well as anything else you want to come on the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. And just before I go, just a reminder that there are now 2 podcast episodes being released every single day, with the first episode releasing at 11 AM GMT and the second episode releasing at 3 PM GMT. And with that, without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. Goodbye.